All right, all right, all right. Let's get it. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Oh Lord, my bad. Okay. Getting people up in here. All right. Okay. Okay. For some people to come up in here real quick. Okay. Let's wait for people to come up in here. Pull this down here. Come on, so I can put the chat up for y'all. For whoever wants to chat, so I can eventually see it if y'all have questions. Okay. Alright, it works. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get right to it, shall we? Alrighty. So, okay, so we have an ongoing severe weather event in Virginia and the Carolinas right now. There is currently a tornado warning outside of Petersburg, Virginia, near McKinney, near Dinwiddie, excuse me, for the next 23 minutes. It is radar indicated. Let's go to reflectivity for y'all. Let's see. You can clearly see the tornado, or not the tornado, but the area of rotation right in here near McKinney, Virginia. So please take shelter immediately if you are watching the stream and or know of anyone who may share this. This is an ongoing issue right now. Okay. Go back to reflectivity. Okay. Yep. And then there's a severe thunderstorm warning up near Tappahannock and King William in Virginia, the Northern Neck area for 60 miles per wind gust for the hazard. Same down here near the McKinney area where that tornado warning is located near Lawrence. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Here's I-95 right here. Let's go down south to the Raleigh area. So Raleigh, you just got hit by a severe thunderstorm, a pretty strong one too. Still warning outside the Raleigh area for 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Yeah. Let's go back up to the Virginia area. Okay. So right now we're going to be watching the McKinney area for a potential possible spin-up tornado. Okay. Within the embedded line. Let's go back to reflectivity again. Or velocity, excuse me. Let's pause it. Correlation coefficient. I don't think so. Okay. So make sure to like the stream, share it to other people, and so that the YouTube algorithm can help push this out to more people. Okay. Because this is serious business. Okay. So hopefully more people come up in here. Okay. All right. Someone in the chat says, "How am I doing?" I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking, bud. Okay. 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 Let's see. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so if you're new to the stream, there is a tornado warning outside of in McKitty and McWhittle. So please take shelter immediately if you live in those areas. It is southwest of Petersburg, Virginia, and southwest of Richmond, Virginia, if you're familiar with those locations. And the velocity is showing a very broad area of rotation. Pause the animation for you real quick. A very broad area with this possible embedded supercellular activity within this QLCS line of severe storms. Let's go back to reflectivity. It is radar indicator right now, so we are currently watching that right now for a potential issue. So please make sure to share the stream and like so that the YouTube algorithm can push this out to more people to potentially save lives. That's what we are here to do, and that's what we will continue to do. Okay. And then there's also a severe thunderstorm warning for the Tappahannock, Northern Neck area in King William and Rumford, all the way up to Bayansville. It's only for the next 3 minutes, but still it's for hazard for 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Okay, let's go back to McKinney area in the southwest of Petersburg, Virginia. There's still that tornado warning, like I said, for this general area right in here, for a quick spin-up tornado possibly within the embedded line of these severe storms. And these severe storms stretch out all the way down to Dunn, or almost Fayetteville, North Carolina, all the way up to the south of DC, actually, in fact. Okay. Alrighty. And on the right hand top of the screen, there are a few graphics on there for the severe thunderstorm watch and the tornado watch in Virginia and the Carolinas, and also the severe weather outlook as well. All right, if that makes sense. Okay. And also make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you are new to the channel, so that you don't miss out on any updates or information on this severe weather threat or future ones that will eventually, hopefully not, but I'm sure a lot more in the future this year. So back to reflectivity for y'all. Yeah, we're just trying to do a little wraparound right here. It's trying. It's a very broad rotation, but there's rotation enough for them to issue that tornado warning, which I agree with, from the National Weather Service. Now this is south of Petersburg and south of Richmond, Virginia, if you are wondering where the exact location is. So if you're in McKinney, or Dinwiddie, I think that's pronounced. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. In any other areas outside of southern parts of Petersburg, Prince George, you should get ready to take shelter if you need to with this next tornado warning. That I'm sure they will extend it within the next 16 minutes. Yeah, it's still a very broad area. it's a little bit intense. I'm a little bit, so it's a little bit impressive there on that end. So we'll see what happens with that. And then down south, we still have those severe thunderstorm warnings in the Raleigh area, or outside the Raleigh area, into Centerville, South Weldon, Macon, Lewisburg, to Bunn, all the way down to Irwin, Coates, Dunn, Plainview, Benson. Probably pronouncing a few of those wrong, but you get the idea. Okay. Okay. What else is someone doing in the chat? Hold up. Hold up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bud. I missed some of your chats in the chat. I'm sorry, but I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying, but I appreciate the support there, bud. Okay. Yeah, now it's a very broad area. They might continue the tornado warning, possibly, but it's trying. It's trying to do a quick spin up tornado. It's really trying. Let's see. My brain wants to think maybe a little weak something there, maybe, but I can't necessarily tell. Usually it's easy to tell, but not necessarily this time. Because if the tornado is weak, it may not pop up on there until debris is being lofted. Still radar indicated, which I agree with. Okay. Okay. It's really trying. Okay. Um, Yeah, it looks like for the Tappahannock storm, the King William Tappahannock Northern Neck, Virginia area, they continued that severe thunderstorm warning. For radar indicated 60 miles per hour wind gusts are expected. We're still watching this storm near Dinwiddle, or southwest of Petersburg, Virginia, or just outside Petersburg. Excuse me. The warning expires in 9 minutes, but it is radar indicated rotation. It's trying. Could possibly do a little something. I hope not, but we'll see. It's bedded. Some quick embedded spin up tornadoes are possible. Okay, make sure type in the chat any questions y'all have. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so they extended that severe thunderstorm warning for this line of severe storms that is outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, for Scotland Neck, Red Oak, Spring Hope, Rocky Mount. You're under severe thunderstorm warning for the next hour and 7 minutes for 60 miles per hour wind gusts are possible within this line. So some pretty strong winds will be possible. Let's go back up to Virginia for y'all. Okay. Welcome to the stream if you are new in here. I'm doing live super weather coverage for parts of Virginia and the Carolinas and Maryland today for ongoing severe weather threat. There is a tornado warning south of Petersburg, Virginia, or south of Richmond, Virginia. A quick embedded spin up tornado could be possible. Could try to do a little something. Cause a little something right in here. That's why there's that tornado warning, so we are watching that area very closely. Okay. Yeah, that area is getting close to southern areas of Petersburg. see something real quick. Okay. See if they added anything else. Okay. Okay. Severe thunderstorm is still in effect for that Tappahannock, King William area and the Northern Neck area of Virginia. Still those severe thunderstorm warnings, just east of Raleigh, North Carolina. Wow. It's really trying. It's really trying to do something. Just kidding. A severe thunderstorm warning expires in 2 minutes for McKinney area, or about to maybe expand it out to Sunny Creek, Sussex, and Waverly and Wakefield, Lawrence, Emporia, Alberta. That severe thunderstorm warning will be expiring very shortly. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that tornado warning is going to expire very shortly. If they do add another cone, it'd be somewhere like this, which includes southern parts of Petersburg. But it's very, very broad. It might be more of just a big push of winds than anything else. Before it looked like it tried to push out and curl this around, but it's not doing it as much, but it's still very broad. So it might keep the warning just because of that, or they might just not warn it at all, which I don't really think it needs to be warned because it's not as impressive. It's a slightly, it's a good thing that it's not trying as hard as it was, but it still could again. That's the bad thing about it. Okay, so it just expired. Alrighty. Okay, so they just expanded the new severe thunderstorm warning for the next 44 minutes for a hazard of 60 miles per hour wind gusts, which includes the Petersburg area, the southern Richmond area, Roofville, Claremont, West Point's on the edge of that, all these little towns. So please get in a safe spot if you're able to, so that you don't get hit by these damaging winds. And especially if you're in the direction of this area right in here, please watch out for a tornado warning and to get to shelter if you are able to, because this area had a history of trying to have a quick spin up tornado. Still those severe thunderstorm warnings down here east of Raleigh, North Carolina. Yep, they just didn't issue another tornado warning. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay. Looks like it's trying to bow out, which is not a good thing. That means there's some strong winds in the back that's being pushed. Yep. Yeah, these Boeing segments keep on changing place. Because there's obviously one up here, there's one south of Richmond, and there's some down in here. They're all moving the northeast direction. So there was a severe thunderstorm warning for this area. Now there's a bit of a hole. They might issue another one very shortly. But the strongest of the areas are down in here and then up in here. For those winds, that is. Okay. Let's see. Ow, my leg. Okay. 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 Yep. It's pretty dead. Yeah, all these areas are going to move into Emporia and the Hampton Roads area. The Newport News, Virginia Beach area. Franklin, Suffolk, Williamsburg. The Outer Banks, Elizabeth City's going to get some stuff in a little while. Okay. Yeah, so the severe thunderstorm warning is still in effect, like I said, for the next 40 minutes, which includes certain parts of Richmond and Petersburg, Virginia, until 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This radar indicated 60 miles per hour wind gusts are the hazards, which includes Hopewell, Claremont, Roxbury, Quinton, New Kent, um, and the edge of West Point. Okay. Okay. Go back down to North Carolina for y'all. Okay, so this is a news feed for this morning for the next hour and 9 minutes for Goldsboro, Princeton, Strantonsburg, Lacoma, Elm City, cities and towns of North Carolina, east of or south, southeast of Raleigh, and it is for 60 miles per hour wind gusts from the National Weather Service that has issued those. Let's go back up to Virginia because we got all those severe storms up in Virginia still. That tornado warning did disappear, thankfully, since the rotation has weakened a bit. So if you are in Petersburg, southern parts of Richmond, New Kent area, Claremont, you have a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 38 minutes for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And then a whole nother one up near Tappahannock and King William area of the Northern Neck area of Virginia. And then these storms that are approaching Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, and Red Oak, and all of these just towns are going to get hit by this section of the severe line of storms. There's another one, then there's another one up here, and then there's a bit of a hole, but this will be finally get engulfed into it and eventually probably condense. But these are the strongest areas right in here. But since we did have a history of a quick spin up tornado, possibly in this area right in here, just if you live in Roofville, Hopewell, New Kent, these pretty much these areas right in here, just to watch out for that, just in case. Okay. Right. Make sure to type in the chat any questions y'all have and like the stream and share so that the YouTube algorithm can push it out to more people. Okay. Alright, chat, so I might come back in a little bit. I'm going to take a little break right now because I got to do a few things real quick, so I'll be back very shortly.